for bicyclists tonight. He was riding his bike when he slammed into a retaining wall at Lake Hefner and fell about 20 feet.
Good evening, this is Lieutenant Aaron Klang, live from Lake Hefner in Oklahoma City. Tonight's top story, we have O-Flight instructor pilot First Lieutenant Matt Gjertsen, who has once again involved himself in a tragic accident. I have Lieutenant Gjertsen with us here now, and we'd like to ask him a few questions. First of which, what were you doing in Oklahoma City?
Just kind of doing a long ride. I'm training for a triathlon.
You are aware that in a triathlon, you have to ride a bicycle? You can't train on a Vespa? Anyways, what were you doing last night? Do you think that had anything to do with your accident?
Last night wasn't the most comfortable night I've ever had.
That's what she said. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, so to speak. Okay, never mind. Why don't you just tell me what happened today? Talk to me, pilot to pilot.
We just ran right into each other, and then that vectored me off towards the wall.
Vector, nah? Good call. Okay, well, oh, what's that? We have actual footage of the accident. Roll the tapes. Wow. Well, so exactly what were you thinking while you were lying there?
First, all I could just think of was pain, and before I even kind of realized what had happened, there were at least half a dozen other people who had already hopped over the wall, gotten off their bikes, and were just helping me, making sure I didn't move.
So were you hurt bad? I mean, were you wearing any protection? Maybe a cup?
Protects the most critical part of your body.
Well, I definitely agree with that. Sir, what did you think when you saw Lieutenant Gjertsen ride by on his Vespa?
When I heard it go out, I thought, well, that's going to be a bad deal.
We have a guest back at the studio at this time. Sir, what did you think when you'd heard Lieutenant Gjertsen had been in yet another accident?
You know, it didn't actually faze me at all with Lieutenant Gjertsen. You know, if he's not getting into a wreck, he's on the front page of the paper. Got some concerns, really, when we talk about wingman concept. I've got a special wingman assigned to Lieutenant Gjertsen. Yeah, we're concerned about it. And that Vespa, we've got to, I've almost wanted to run that thing over myself.
There's kind of two sides of me. So part of me wants to just be really down, like, oh man, I can't believe I had such a bad crash. But then the other half of me is just happy that I got through it without being in three pieces.
Reporting live from Lake Hefner, Channel 9 News, this is Lieutenant Klang.